Chosen one, this month marks a turning point unlike any you have seen before. There is a stirring in the spiritual atmosphere, a trembling in the unseen realms, because heaven has decreed that your blessings are about to double. You are not stepping into a season of small gains or incremental changes. You are stepping into an era where the abundance you carry within will begin to materialize before your very eyes. But before these blessings can fall fully into your life, your soul must be prepared to carry them without crumbling under the weight of the new glory. Preparation for abundance begins long before the first tangible blessing touches your hands. It starts within the hidden chambers of your heart. It demands an internal clearing of old mindsets that cannot survive the higher altitudes you are about to ascend to. You must cleanse yourself of lingering doubts that whisper, "Am I truly worthy of all this?" You must banish the remnants of scarcity, thinking that suggest blessings are limited or that favor must be earned through endless striving. You must let go of the fear that abundance will somehow change you for the worse. Chosen one, God would not prepare such a lavish feast for your life if He had not already refined your soul to handle it. The very fact that this promise is arriving in your life is evidence that your trials, your sacrifices, your unseen battles have positioned you correctly. You are not being asked to force these blessings into being. You are being asked to receive them with open, humble hands. To do that, you must prepare your inner world to match the magnitude of what is coming. Preparation also means sharpening your focus. When the blessings come, distractions will try to multiply alongside them. More attention, more opportunities, more voices will surround you. Without preparation, it is easy to become lost in the noise, to become enamored with the blessings and forget the blesser. Your preparation must include a commitment to keep your eyes fixed firmly on your purpose, to let every new blessing become a servant to your calling, never a master that seduces you away from it. Chosen one, you must also prepare by enlarging your vision. If you expect little, you will sabotage much. If you walk timidly into this new season, you will shrink away from the very doors God is opening for you. You must begin now to see yourself as heaven sees you, not as a beggar hoping for crumbs, but as a royal heir stepping into an inheritance that was written for you before you were even born. You must rise in your spirit, walk with the boldness of one who knows that the ground has already been made fertile for your flourishing. And above all, preparation for abundance demands humility. Pride is a thief that robs blessings of their beauty. You must cultivate a heart that remains bowed even as your life rises. You must remember, with every new favor that comes, that it is not by your might or by your wisdom alone, but by the orchestration of divine love that these blessings are finding you. Humility will keep you pure. It will keep you sensitive. It will keep you from being intoxicated by applause and will anchor you in the deeper joy of divine purpose fulfilled. Chosen one, prepare yourself, not with anxiety but with joy. Clean the inner house of your mind, your heart, your spirit. Make room for more. Stretch the tent pegs of your faith wider than ever before. Because what is coming is not a drizzle, it is a downpour. What is coming is not a trickle, it is a flood. And you, because you have been faithful with little, are about to be entrusted with much. Chosen one, as the weight of your future blessings presses against the door of your destiny, it is crucial that you anchor yourself deeply in the understanding of where this abundance is coming from. Without this understanding, the blessings could easily become a source of pride or confusion. With it, they will become a river of purpose. A testimony to the world that God's favor is real, active, and unstoppable when poured over a life aligned with His will. This month, your attractiveness, your magnetic energy, your undeniable pull on the world around you, it is not a random phenomenon. It is not merely the result of personal development or surface-level changes. It is the result of your high sexual energy being purified, focused, and aligned under divine order. Sexual energy, when consecrated and elevated, becomes a form of spiritual dynamism. It is the raw life force that the Creator Himself placed within you to build, to attract, to multiply, and to glorify higher purposes. Chosen one, recognize that your high sexual energy is not a curse to manage, but a gift to master. It is a sacred fire, a divine signature, a reminder that you carry within your being the same creative spark that spoke galaxies into existence. When this energy is not wasted, when it is not frivolously thrown away, when it is guarded, nurtured, and directed into pursuits that honor your divine identity, it becomes a supernatural magnet for blessings. It transforms you into a vessel through which life itself flows more freely, more powerfully, more irresistibly. God sees the way you have honored this energy. He sees the discipline you have cultivated when temptation called. He sees the sacredness you have protected, even when few understood. And because of this, He has deemed you ready, not just to be blessed, but to be doubly blessed. Your body is not simply a physical entity. It is a living altar. And when a living altar honors the sacred fire placed within it, heaven responds by raining down abundance. But you must never forget, the source of your blessings is not you. It is the divine within you. It is the Spirit breathing life into your obedience, magnifying your discipline, crowning your energy with favor. You are not the sun, you are the mirror catching the sunlight. You are not the ocean, you are the wave carrying its power to the shore. The blessings that are about to flood your life are not because you manipulated the world into favoring you. They are because you aligned yourself so closely with divine principles that the world had no choice but to respond. Understanding the source of your blessings also protects you from fear. When you know that God is the architect of your success, you do not tremble when obstacles appear. You do not panic when doors seem to close. You understand that every moment is curated by a hand that sees beyond what you can currently comprehend. You live in peace, knowing that the same God who poured the blessings into your life can and will sustain them. Chosen one, this month is not about chasing. It is about attracting. It is not about begging. It is about receiving. It is not about striving for what already belongs to you. It is about standing still in confidence and letting the waves of favor crash over your life. Walk with reverence. Walk with power. Walk with the full knowledge that you are about to become living proof of what happens when divine energy is honored, when high sexual power is consecrated, and when heaven decides that a soul is ready for more. Prepare to receive, and never forget the source from which all good things flow. Chosen one, now that you understand the sacredness of the source and the purity of the fire within you, you must move with deliberate awareness into a deeper truth. Your high sexual energy, the life force coursing through your spirit and your body, must be aligned entirely with your divine purpose. If this powerful current is not focused, it becomes scattered, leaking into unworthy places, draining the very blessings you are meant to receive. But when it is harnessed, when it is synchronized with the calling over your life, it transforms you into a beacon for miracles. Alignment means you no longer allow your energy to move aimlessly. It means you become deeply intentional with your thoughts, your actions, your visions, and your relationships. It means you are no longer tossed about by fleeting attractions or shallow distractions. Instead, you fix your gaze on the higher destiny written over your soul, and you funnel every ounce of your energy into its fulfillment. Chosen one, this high sexual energy you carry is not designed simply for physical pleasure, though pleasure is a sacred part of life when consecrated. It is a power meant for creation of ideas, movements, inventions, transformations, destinies. It is a force meant to give birth to visions that lift humanity and honor the Creator. You are called not merely to experience passion, but to become a channel of divine passion that brings light, healing, and change wherever you are sent. Aligning this energy with your purpose requires vigilance. You must guard your desires with sacred intensity. Not every longing that arises deserves your attention. Not every invitation deserves your response. You must discern whether what pulls on you will water your destiny or poison it. You must choose, again and again, to reserve your sacred fire for places, projects, and partnerships that feed your soul's highest calling. This alignment demands that you live differently than most. While others indulge every urge, you will transmute your energy into your craft, your vision, your service. While others chase temporary validation, you will build something eternal. While others waste their light on vanity, you will shine your light onto the path that leads to transformation, for yourself and for others. Chosen one, understand that when your energy is fully aligned with your divine purpose, your attractiveness multiplies in ways the world cannot comprehend. You radiate not just beauty, but destiny. You exude not just charm, but calling. People will be drawn to you without understanding why. Opportunities will chase you without you needing to strive. This is because the universe, by divine law, bends itself in favor of the one who lives in full energetic alignment with their assignment. Your very presence will begin to heal wounds. Your silence will carry authority. Your touch, your words, your laughter, your mere existence will echo with the sound of divine alignment. And the blessings that are being doubled this month will not scatter randomly across your life. They will be strategically placed in the exact fields you have prepared through your obedience and your alignment. This is not the time to be careless. This is not the time to live distracted or disconnected from your why. Every day, chosen one, rise with clarity. Anchor yourself in prayer, in reflection, in fierce devotion to the vision seated inside your soul. Let every decision be filtered through the question, does this magnify my purpose or does it diminish it? Alignment is not a suggestion in this season. It is the key. The more focused you become, the more favor will flow. The more aligned you are, the faster the doubling of your blessings will manifest. Not just in quantity, but in quality, in depth, in beauty, in eternity. Chosen one, with the blessings God is about to double in your life, another sacred mantle will rest heavily on your shoulders. The mantle of responsible stewardship. Favor without stewardship becomes a fleeting vapor. Opportunity without responsibility becomes a curse instead of a blessing. What you are about to receive is too precious, too rare, too divinely orchestrated to be handled with anything less than full awareness, humility, and wisdom. Stewardship means recognizing that what is coming into your life is not yours to hoard, but yours to manage under divine instruction. Your gifts, your influence, your resources, your energy, they are not the endpoint. They are instruments placed in your hands to fulfill a larger purpose, to advance a higher calling, to impact lives beyond your own. Responsible stewardship begins with intentional gratitude. Every blessing must be received with a heart that acknowledges its sacredness. Nothing must be treated as common. Nothing must be assumed. Nothing must be wasted. When you live with the consciousness that every door opened, every resource gained, every relationship deepened is a trust from heaven, you naturally move with reverence and precision. Stewardship also demands discernment. Not every opportunity is aligned with your destiny, no matter how attractive it appears. Not every person who praises you deserves access to your inner court. You must guard your blessings as a faithful watchman guards a royal treasure. You must learn to say no with strength when lesser paths threaten to siphon the energy meant for your true calling. Stewardship sometimes means turning down the good so that you are available when the best arrives. Chosen one, understand that responsible stewardship is not about fear. It is about vision. It is about seeing beyond the immediate moment into the legacy you are building. Every blessing you mismanage now ripples into lost futures you may never see. Every blessing you steward well now plants seeds that will blossom into generations of fruitfulness you may never fully witness in your lifetime. This stewardship must also extend to how you handle the energy that attracted the blessings in the first place. Do not allow pride to pollute the purity of your spirit. Do not let attention distract you from the divine intimacy that birthed your glow. Remain a student even as you rise. Remain teachable even as you become a teacher. Remain submitted to divine wisdom even as others begin to seek your counsel. And above all, responsible stewardship demands that you stay connected to your source. Blessings have a way of making people forget their roots. Do not let abundance harden your heart. Do not let success numb your hunger for the presence of God. The same source that doubled your blessings can triple them or withdraw them based on the posture of your spirit. Stay humble, stay reverent, stay desperate for divine guidance even when human applause grows loud. Chosen one, you are not stepping into a season of casual gains. You are stepping into a season where heaven is trusting you with divine wealth, not just for yourself, but for the healing and uplifting of many. Your name is being whispered in rooms you have not entered yet. Your spirit is being discussed in realms you cannot see. Your influence is being prepared for assignments you cannot yet imagine. Handle your blessings like sacred treasures. Steward them like a king entrusted with a kingdom not built by his own hands. Carry them like a servant who knows he will one day give account before a holy God. Because you will, and when that day comes, may you stand before him, not empty-handed, not ashamed, but ablaze with the glory of a life that received much, gave much, multiplied much, and reflected his heart in everything. Chosen one, as the blessings of God prepare to double over your life, there is a deeper call sounding from heaven, a call to expand your capacity. It is not enough to simply hope for more, to passively wait for the overflow. You must actively stretch yourself, make room, and build the inner strength necessary to sustain the new level of favor that is being released into your atmosphere. Without expansion, blessings can become burdens. Without greater capacity, opportunities can overwhelm instead of elevate. You must understand that God is not in the business of waste. He does not pour out abundance into vessels that are too small, too rigid, too immature to handle it. If you truly desire to walk in the fullness of what He is preparing to release, you must enlarge your internal life first. You must expand your mind, stretch your faith, grow your emotional intelligence, and deepen your spiritual maturity. Because every blessing carries weight, and only a soul prepared through expansion can bear it without being crushed. Chosen one, expanding your capacity begins with your vision. You must see further than you have ever dared to see before. You must break the ceilings in your mind that were placed there by old wounds, by ancestral fears, by environments that tried to shrink your belief in what is possible. You must look beyond what your family achieved, beyond what your friends dream about, beyond what your past experiences taught you. You must allow the divine to enlarge your imagination, because you can only receive what your spirit is prepared to see. You must also expand your discipline. Greater blessings will demand greater stewardship of your time, your focus, your habits, your relationships. You cannot carry double the favor with the same routines that barely sustained your previous level. You must build stronger daily habits, create sacred spaces for reflection and prayer, surround yourself with voices that stretch you, not shrink you. You must learn to say no to anything that feeds your lesser self, so you can say yes to the assignments that will multiply your destiny. Your emotional resilience must also be expanded. Double blessings will expose you to double scrutiny, double pressure, double complexity. You must prepare your heart to remain soft yet strong, to carry empathy without drowning in others' pain, to carry influence without being intoxicated by it. You must learn to regulate your emotions so that you are not tossed by every wave of approval or criticism. Your emotional strength must rise to match the new demands that divine abundance will place upon your life. Chosen one, expanding your capacity also means refining your relationships. You cannot build your future with those chained to your past. You cannot stretch into new realms while clinging to those who fear growth. Some relationships must be pruned, not because they are evil, but because they are incompatible with where you are going. Expansion sometimes looks like loneliness at first, but it quickly transforms into divine realignment, connecting you with people whose spirits are running in the same direction as yours. Above all, expanding your capacity demands radical faith. You must believe not just that God can bless you, but that He is preparing you to handle blessings you have not even thought to ask for. You must walk each day with the awareness that you are being stretched because heaven sees you as capable of carrying more. And you must embrace the stretching, even when it feels uncomfortable, because every time you choose to grow, you widen the vessel into which heaven can pour its treasures. Chosen one, do not shrink in this season. Do not cling to comfort when you were designed for conquest. Expand your mind, your heart, your hands, your horizons. Stretch yourself until you become the version of yourself that is too large to be denied, too prepared to be delayed, too faithful to be overlooked. Expansion is not punishment. It is promotion in disguise. Embrace it fully, and you will find yourself standing under a downpour of blessings too vast for your former self to have ever contained. Chosen one, as the heavens prepare to release a double portion into your life, you must now ready yourself for a higher calling, the call to share the overflow. This doubling is not meant to terminate with you. It is not meant to gather around your feet like a stagnant pool. It is designed to flow through you like a mighty river, nourishing lands far beyond your own garden. You are not merely being blessed for your comfort, you are being blessed for your calling. Sharing the overflow is not an afterthought. It is part of the divine strategy. God is trusting you with more so that you can become a distributor of light, hope, healing, and elevation. The increase is not just a reward for your private faithfulness, it is an assignment for public impact. To share the overflow means to recognize that you are now a steward of abundance, a carrier of multiplication, a living demonstration that God's blessings do not run dry, but are designed to be shared endlessly. You must first share the overflow through generosity of spirit. Walk into every room with the awareness that you have enough love, enough wisdom, enough peace to pour into others without fear of running empty. Let your words heal. Let your smile lift. Let your presence be a balm for the weary. Share your overflow by being the one who sees the invisible, who honors the overlooked, who encourages the forgotten. Your very energy must now become a gift. Sharing the overflow also means investing in others' destinies. As your resources multiply, as your influence expands, as your reach deepens, look intentionally for those whose dreams are genuine but under-resourced. Sow into visions that align with divine purpose. Mentor the hungry, encourage the brave. Invest in the builders, the creators, the healers, the pioneers whose paths you are now empowered to bless. Understand that every seed you plant in another's future becomes a harvest that will echo into eternity. Chosen one, sharing the overflow demands that you resist the spirit of scarcity that still governs so much of the world. You must refuse to hoard out of fear that the blessings will stop. You must move with the radical trust that the more you pour out, the more heaven will pour back into you. You must embody the truth that you serve a source that never runs dry. The river that feeds you is fed by endless springs. When you give, you align yourself with the very heartbeat of God Himself. And know this, sharing the overflow does not diminish you. It multiplies you. It increases your capacity to receive even more. It anchors you so deeply in the cycles of divine abundance that your life becomes a perpetual harvest, a continuous feast, a lighthouse for others lost in scarcity and fear. You will find, chosen one, that the joy of giving, the joy of lifting others, the joy of seeing others flourish because of your faithfulness, is a joy far greater than any solitary success could ever bring. Sharing the overflow transforms you from merely being blessed to becoming a blessing incarnate. It shifts your legacy from personal achievement to eternal impact. It writes your name not just in history books, but in the living, breathing hearts of people who will rise because you chose to pour your abundance into their thirsty soil. Prepare, chosen one. Prepare to give without fear. Prepare to sow without reservation. Prepare to bless with reckless generosity. Because as you share the overflow, the river of blessings over your life will only grow wider, deeper, stronger, until it becomes an unstoppable flood of divine glory touching everything and everyone in your path. Chosen one, as the floodgates of heaven prepare to open wider over your life, you must hold fast to a pillar so essential, so sacred, that without it, all your blessings could turn to burdens. That pillar is humility. In this season of doubled blessings, your inner posture before God, before others, and before yourself must be rooted in deep, unshakable humility. For it is not your beauty, your wisdom, or even your energy alone that has attracted this abundance. It is the divine hand upon your life, and only humility can keep that hand resting upon you with favor. Humility is not weakness, chosen one. It is not self-deprecation or a denial of your greatness. It is the constant acknowledgement that your greatness is sourced from a higher place. It is the daily remembrance that every good thing flowing into your life is a gift, not an entitlement. Humility says, without the divine breath in my lungs, I am nothing. With it, I can do all things. It bows low, not because it is ashamed, but because it understands the weight of glory resting upon it. In this season, many will praise you. Many will admire you. Doors will open. Voices will elevate your name, and opportunities will multiply in ways that stagger your imagination. But with every new platform, with every new level of visibility, you must bow deeper in your spirit. You must return again and again to the secret place where no applause can reach you, where no spotlight can blind you, where only the voice of your Creator matters. Humility will be your shield against pride. It will guard your mind against arrogance. It will protect your blessings from becoming idols. Humility will also keep your heart soft toward others. As you rise, you will see the flaws in others more clearly. You will discern immaturity, insecurity, envy. But you must not become harsh. You must not forget where you came from. Humility allows you to remember your own journey, the battles you fought in silence, the failures you learned from, the mercy that met you when you fell. This remembrance births compassion, and compassion keeps your soul radiant even when the world tries to harden it. Chosen one, understand that maintaining humility also means maintaining your teachability. No matter how much success you experience, no matter how much influence you carry, you must never stop learning. There will always be greater wisdom to absorb, deeper truths to uncover, higher realms of character to attain. The moment you believe you have arrived, you halt your own expansion. True humility keeps you hungry, keeps you stretching, keeps you growing beyond the limits of what you thought possible. And know this, humility will invite even greater blessings. God delights to elevate those who remain low in spirit. He resists the proud, but gives grace upon grace to the humble. When he sees a heart that refuses to take credit for the miracles unfolding, he pours out even more, confident that his glory will be reflected and not stolen. You will find that humility unlocks doors no talent could pry open. It draws favor from unexpected places. It multiplies influence without you having to chase it. In this sacred month of doubled blessings, walk humbly, chosen one. Bow your spirit daily in gratitude. Keep your heart soft, your mind teachable, your spirit uncluttered by pride. Let humility be the fragrance that surrounds you, so that even as your name grows in the earth, your spirit remains hidden in the heart of God. For it is there, in that sacred hiddenness, that true greatness is sustained. Chosen one, if humility is the soil that sustains your blessings, then gratitude is the water that causes them to flourish. In this season of overwhelming favor, you must cultivate a heart where gratitude is not an occasional feeling, but a constant way of life. Gratitude must become the melody of your spirit, the rhythm of your breath, the unseen banner you carry into every day. Without gratitude, blessings become stale. Without gratitude, miracles lose their wonder. But with gratitude, every new blessing becomes a symphony of worship rising from your soul to the heavens. Gratitude begins with smallness of sight, not because the blessings are small, but because even the smallest things are seen as sacred. When you wake up and your heart beats strong, give thanks. When the sunlight kisses your face and you can walk into another day of purpose, give thanks. When doors open and favor finds you, let your first instinct not be to boast, but to bless. Let every good thing, no matter how familiar it becomes, be treated as a holy gift worthy of awe. Chosen one, gratitude must not be contingent upon perfection. This month, even amid the outpouring of blessings, there will still be moments of waiting, moments of challenge, moments when the path feels uncertain. True gratitude thanks God not only for what has been fulfilled, but also for what is still unfolding. It trusts that even unseen blessings are moving toward you. It praises before the harvest is fully gathered. It dances before the breakthrough is fully manifest. Gratitude sees promises in the seed, not just in the fruit. Living in gratitude transforms your energy. It makes you magnetic to even more blessings. A heart that is grateful becomes a heart that is perpetually expanding, always making room for more. Heaven responds to gratitude with acceleration. Doors that were delayed begin to swing open. Relationships that were strained begin to mend. Visions that seemed distant begin to crystallize. Gratitude shifts your internal frequency into alignment with divine abundance. But gratitude is not only an internal practice, it is also an external expression. Let your gratitude be visible. Let it be spoken. Thank the people who bless you. Thank the mentors who guide you. Thank the friends who stand with you. Thank the strangers who show you kindness. A life saturated in gratitude becomes a lighthouse in a world starved for sincere appreciation. People will be drawn to your spirit, not because you are perfect, but because your gratitude creates an atmosphere of peace, joy, and honor. Chosen one, gratitude is also your protection against entitlement. As your blessings double, it will be easy for the flesh to whisper, "I deserve this. I earned this. This is my right." Silence that voice with a deeper truth. Everything good comes from above. You are blessed not because you are entitled, but because you are loved. You are favored not because you have manipulated outcomes, but because you have aligned your life with divine flow. Gratitude keeps you in the river of that flow. Entitlement dams it up. Gratitude must become so woven into your being that even when challenges arise, your heart instinctively responds with thanksgiving. For even your battles have prepared you for blessings. Even your scars have become bridges to glory. Even your setbacks were setups for divine acceleration. Every step of your journey, whether bathed in light or shadow, has been leading you here, to this moment of multiplied favor. Chosen one, this month, breathe gratitude. Speak gratitude. Live gratitude. Let your life be a continuous offering of thanks, a living psalm rising to the throne of God. And as you do, you will find that the doubling of your blessings is not the end, but only the beginning.